Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate you stopping by my craft room. Today I am pulling out a kit that my friend Andrea and I sort of put together. It's all coffee stuff. It's her stamps, my stamps, this amazing background that she made with mixed media and her coffee bean stencil. It is some ephemera. It's just random stuff that we've been putting together. I've been moving it around my craft room from bin to bin, month to month, thinking I'll use it in Joy of Blue, I'll use it in Smash That Small Paper Pad, and I just haven't. So I decided to get it out and play with it. The stencil background that she made was missing a little bit of color for me, so I filled that in with the Distress Oxide tea dye, just so I didn't have a white spot. She had a little bit of blue, I promise you it's there if you can't see it yet, in that background. So I took full advantage of that and decided to use the mirror paper. I have lots of specialty paper I need to use up, and the metallic blue in the background really works. I'm testing out different stamps and the size of them. Ty's Crafty Spot sent me that stamp set with the coffee and Fueled by Coffee stamp. I love that. This other one that I'm using is Andrea's stamp. I don't know why it was blue. I'm sure I haven't used it before. I don't think that's my fault. But I'm cleaning it up, and you'll see I do clean this stamp quite a bit. When I use other people's stamps, I try to clean them before I return them. I wanted beginners to see this. I had troubles with this. I was going to peel it off and put it in there, and look, it is ooey gooey. The adhesive, I don't know if it got too hot or if it was like that. I don't know if Andrea's ever used it. I decided to use my Gina K tape runner and put it on the plastic and just leave it and use it that way. I will say I used a little too much adhesive. I probably would have been happier with a double-sided repositionable tape, but I didn't have any of that. Maybe just a tiny bit of double-sided tape would have been the way to go. I have troubles with my stamp positioner. It could be user error. I think at this point it's too close to the rail right there. So I'm going to move it a little bit, experiment, and try it out. Since this is Andrea's stamp, and I think happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend is just adorable and true, I decided to stamp this out a whole bunch once I get it figured out. I'm still working with it and biting it, and it is just not working. I think the corner of that stamp was a little dented. I decided to take it off, put it on a block, and try it that way, and I'm really struggling with it. The corner, not printing the rest of that graphic bar across the bottom is okay. It looks fine, and it's sort of an artsy stamp anyway. It doesn't do it at the top, so it's okay. I mean, the top and bottom match, it's just not every time. See how the bottom right, the line didn't go all the way to the end that time? I stuck a little piece of paper in there just to lift it up and push it a bit to see if that would help, and it was better. More of it stamped. Either way, it's an adorable stamp, and it doesn't matter. It's not like when you're stamping a sentiment, if you're missing part of it, it really matters. It was just bothering me, and I wanted to see if I could fix it. Just playing. I just decided to get out the coffee stuff and play. I'm not in any hurry. I probably spent 45 minutes making this card, but I will say, see, now it's beautiful. I had parts where I just wandered away from the camera. I think I was helping Mr. Crafting and Relaxing find something. I don't know. So 2 different times I just wandered off. The card itself doesn't take that long. And then I stamp all these images for later. I put them on cream and white so that whatever I'm making down the road, I have it and it's ready to go. And I'll use them both. I don't care that the line didn't go all the way to the right. It's fine. Here, I'm washing the stamp, again, because it's not mine. If it was mine, I'd just throw it in the drawer, it'd be fine. Then I'm experimenting because this is a pretty large stamp, and I could just make a card where I centered it, matted it on some mirror paper, and left it, but I really want another image or some more interest. I also don't want to cover up too much of this amazing background that Andrea's made. So I experiment with the different cups. The mug I like better because that says weekend to me. You get to use your own cup and stay at home. And also it's a little smaller, so it didn't cover up quite as much of the background. If you have a mug stamp like this, keep in mind that any small stamp can be used to decorate your coffee mug. After I made this video, I put some Pooh and Piglet stamps on this mug. I used some butterflies. You're going to see this mug in other projects of mine, decorated a whole bunch of different ways. Super fun. You could also, maybe if you're artistic, just take a little marker and draw something on there. I took a black pen and patched it up because I had a little stamping problem in the handle. Then I wanted to fussy cut this out, A, because I don't have dies, and also because I want it to be nice and small and show the background. There we go. I didn't cut out the part of the handle, but you can use an X-Acto knife and do that, and I did it on a different one. This heart came in the set. It's a real easy way to decorate the mug, but like I said, you could put a butterfly on that mug, you could put a coffee bean on that mug, anything. Any stamp or anything you could draw. You could put a sticker on the mug to decorate it. I had a little trouble figuring out where I wanted my mug, so I fiddled with it. And then my plan was to make a vertical one and a horizontal one, but the stamp was so big I didn't really have room to put the cup next to it when I made a vertical. I tried. I experimented later. I started to glue the mug down and then realized it was going to be floppy or bent because I wanted it to touch that other one, so I put a layer of cardstock behind it. Fortunately, I used wet adhesive and just whipped it right back up. I love this. I like cards that have a little bit of mixed media and some stamping, a lot of different things going on. You can do the same kind of card with a printed paper, absolutely. You don't have to have a mixed media background, but if you do, go for it. Don't be shy. I wanted a little something on the inside, so I used that heart. What do you think? See the blue? See, there's blue in that background. I didn't make that up. I did make one more card, and I made it another horizontal like this because I just couldn't make a vertical work and use that stamp. So while I had everything out, I did make two. They're not exactly the same. I think I like them both, and I definitely will get out the coffee stuff and play again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.